record. Hey, good morning, everybody. We'll start today just standing with, we'll do a little bit of energizing today, energy boost. Light movement, opening in back bends, so we kind of get you ready for the day. And I would highly recommend that some of the stuff that we do here, take a break from your desk and do during the day. So we'll start the feet wide, arms open, lifting to the sky. Exhale, coming back down to the ground. Earth and sky breath, one of my favorite ways to just open up. As human beings, we are meant to stretch, move, extend, twist. And you see this in children. Obviously, they are moving about, especially infants and toddlers. You can see them run and get chased, and they look back and giggle. It's all a part of their development, both emotionally and physically. And then we lose that playfulness sometimes as we get older. Hopefully you keep that playfulness. So today, a little playfulness. Let's go side to side. The feet are pretty anchored, but your legs are moving with the hips. Oh, what? And the hips are moving with the shoulders a little more than the legs, and the shoulders, well, they are moving a lot, and your arms are following. So moving from your core rather than moving from your periphery. This is moving from your periphery. See, I'm just placing my hands. This is moving from my core, moving from here, heart. Opening up to the side, to the side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So to the best of your ability, you want to be as mobile as you can. The more we practice, the more mobile we become, the more strengthened we become, better balanced in so many different ways, especially when we work on core. Let's go 4 more. Here, 3, 2, inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. Last one. Then bring it to a pause with your eyes closed or open. Just that little bit of movement. Notice how you feel. You can start your day energized in a way that really takes less than 2 minutes to do. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's bring the feet together. Arms overhead. Clasp the wrist with your left hand, and we'll take it up and over to the left, pulling or trying the low belly in. Now we're not trying to twist the torso, so pay attention to where your shoulders and hips are pointing, those 4 corners or quadrants of the torso. Bring it back up and release the grip. Let's go to the other side. Again, paying attention to the 4 corners of the torso. This is body awareness. And if you haven't developed a lot of that, like playing sports or just being tuning in, now is the time we get to develop that body awareness. So you just top your head. This is the house for our brain. Our brain functions better when the house is neat, awake, alive, the lights are on. And then let's tap the cheeks here. Breathe in, breathe out. Tap the collarbone. Breathe in, breathe out. Tap right on the thymus. It's hard for me to do it with my mic. You make a soft fist. Breathe in, breathe out. Tap here. This is, by the way, part of Donna Eden's energy wake up. It's not something I made up, rather has been shown to me. And release, shake out. Your right hand across the left shoulder and pull it across the body. And likewise, left across the right, across the body. That's 3. Breathe in, breathing out. Yeah, that's really need to start waking up the body. I'll do a little cross walk. In line with the opposite arm, marching to the opposite leg. You can even tap opposite arm, opposite leg. Leaning the in. If you need a balance or a wall for this, go for it. Ultimately, you want to be in as good relationship as we can with our own body, be able to do these things for our own independence. Let's come up to the top of the mat. Well, you probably are at the top of your mat. So step back with your right leg. Take a wider stance here. Toes are turned out. Make a high V with the arms pointing to the sky. Exhale. Coming into goddess pose. Let's bring the arms wide. Get up and over to one side and back to center. Up and over the other direction. Again. Inhale, center, exhale, over. Inhale, center, maybe taking a deeper seat. Exhale, over. Inhale, all the way back up. And exhale, crossing at the wrist. Inhale, wide and high. Exhale, crossing at the wrist. Through the nose, exhale. We're going to say the word shoe. Speed it up. Pay attention to the legs. The bend and straightening happens from your feet, not your knees. You're pulling the heels in to bend the shin out, pushing the ball of the foot away from each other to straighten the leg back up. Do it with your leg muscles. Oh, all kinds of creaks going on in my body. That's not the greatest. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And come back into goddess, hands on the knees. Drop the shoulder in. And back to center, the opposite shoulder. Very nice, and back to center. Bring your feet together, top of the mat. Inhale, open the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees to get to the ground. Inhale to a flat back. Let's do a half sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up slow. Roll up nice and easy. Bring your arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Out over the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come slowly. Arms coming through and up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Third time. Inhale, half lift. This time we'll step back into a downward facing dog. Making your feet a little bit wider. Shake the legs out. And then bend the knees and circle forward. Up, back, and down. So just take big, nice Ferris wheel circles. The whole body. Do your best. and then reverse it. Knees bend, heels press down, hips lift. We glide forward again. Last one. Hold the downward facing dog, pressing the heels towards the floor, hips hiking up towards the sky. Nice. Inhale, raise. Walk your feet together, and then bring the right leg to the sky. We'll bend, then open up through the hip, giving some circles. And then we're going to take some nice, big, wide circles through the hip. Bringing the knee across the body underneath and tapping each elbow and then coming back up to extension. So it's a big figure 8. Two, last one. And step the right leg all the way forward. So we're coming into a low lunge right here. Keep the back knee open and lifted. Left hand on the ground, right arm reaching and open to the floor, or open. So we'll take a big rainbow stance with the arm circling, tap it to the earth, spin your back heel and circle with the opposite arm. So we're turning and pop the back heel again to the right and to the left. This might be helpful to have a block underneath the hand, because this is pretty intense for the front leg. And then we'll straighten the front leg, lift the toe, dig the heel in, and really lengthen the whole posterior chain here. Walk your hands inside and to the diagonal. The inner channel of the leg, just to wake up a bit here. Walk it back, flank the foot, bend the knee. Exhale, inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. Just going in and out of this raised hip, lowered hip. One more. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor. And then we'll take the chest and shin to the earth. Release the low cobra. And back into a child's pose. Stretch the arms, make the knees just a little bit wider, stretch the arms out, extended child's pose here. Bend the elbows, place the hands together, Anjali Mudra, towards the nape of the neck. Take 2 more deep breaths. And bring the palms back to the earth. Inhale, cat-cow. Exhale, turn the toes under. When you're ready, make your way back into a downward facing dog, really pushing the floor away. We'll raise the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open through the hip, circle through the ankles, both directions, and then circle through the hip. We can the knee underneath the shoulders, and we're tapping right elbow, left elbow, is bringing the leg all the way back up. Big, huge, circling through the hip. Get that magic space in there to really open up a little bit more. And then step all the way through up to the top of the mat. This is where let me show you the block this time. Block would be really helpful. Here, we're in a low lunge. The back foot just a little bit. Keep your right hand on the block, left hand to the thigh. And then extend your left arm overhead, circle it around, tap the floor. We bring the left hand to the block and spin the right leg. We'll take another circle with the right arm. We're gonna go through those two. Block to the hand, circle. It's a little bit easier with the block. All right, we choose no block. One more time. Circle to the left. Tap down, big circle to the right. You got it. And then straighten the front leg. Take the heel and just press it, not forward, but pulling back. The hands are taking a part in that. They're pushing away. We're at the diagonal. Breathe in, breathe out. Be aware of how this is landing on your own body. Make modifications if you need to. And then we'll bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Just giving it as big a movement as we possibly can through the legs. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, coming to the top of a push-up. Knees, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, take it back into child's pose. Once again, make a fist and rotate through the wrist. Let's just warm the wrist up. If you bring the fists against each other, a little soundboard. Just prayer wheel. It's really good. And then we'll just lift, bring the heart forward, glide along the top of your mat into low cobra. Here, exhale, back into child's pose, rounding. Tap the hips to the heels. Let's do that again. Inhale forward. Nice, smooth move. Exhale back. Again. Inhale, moving forward. And exhale. Back, last one. Inhale, gliding forward. And then you hold the space right here and just move side to side gently. Turn the toes under. Let's lift it all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Shake the legs out. Step your feet forward to your hand. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale all the way to standing. It should be pretty warm at this point. Palms together, heart center. And then step back with the right leg. A giant step, and then turn your right foot to the back edge of your mat. We'll come into warrior one. As you bend the knee, stack it over the ankle in line with the second and third toe. And we'll bring the arms straight out in a horizontal alignment, so it's not skewed. Go look back, and then look forward, your gaze over your front fingers, holding the navel in very strongly. Straighten the back leg, press through the outer edge of your back foot, and hold for just another breath. Warrior two, feel how powerful this posture really can be. Then we'll move into a reverse warrior. So we'll just take the hand down the left side of the leg, and the right arm reaches up and over without changing the hips. We're not pushing the hips forward. We're not pressing into the knee. Staying out of the low back. Lift. I'm gonna come back through warrior two, side angle, forearm to the thigh. Then we'll reach the left bicep to your ear. Breathing in, breathing out. Times three, we're just setting this up. Inhale, come back to warrior two and reverse warrior. Exhale, touch the earth all the way to the floor. Inhale, come to center. So just walk all the way around to the other side. Inhale, lift up into warrior two. Let's hold really strongly. Check out the knee and its relationship with the ankle. The arms, look at your back arm. Make sure it's not doing one of these. You want to bring the shoulder blades onto the back. And so that the chest is more open, we've got space from shoulder to shoulder. Plug the navel toward the spine. And then reverse the action here. Right arm comes down. We're setting this up on our left side. Left arm to the sky. Big breath in, big breath out. Super strong through the legs, press through the outer edge of the foot, and then bring the forearm to the thigh, the right arm to the bicep towards the ear. Getting a full, long, extended side body. Breathing in, breathing out. Now bring it all the way back up. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, and then side angle. Back up to warrior two, and then reverse, inhale. Exhale, tap down. We're gonna switch to the other side, and we'll take this in a water wheel. As you come around, forearm to the thigh, stretch your left arm, bicep to the ear. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, come through the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, lift up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale, touch the earth. This is not new, but maybe you haven't done it before. Exhale, extend, inhale, reverse warrior. Do a couple more. Exhale, tap down. That side angle, change sides, inhale. Exhale, keep the breath moving. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Exhale, tap down. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, last time through. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale. Side angle, inhale, reverse. Exhale, touch the earth, and then come back through center. Ooh. Inhale to a flat back. So the feet now are parallel. Exhale, fold in. And down, elbows to the knees, hand. Even with the feet, forehead towards the floor. Let's bend the knees. And then press to straighten. Lift the arms out in front and walk over to your right side. So right hand in front of the right leg. Left arm is going to thread through to the ankle. Drop down and give it a little twist. Back to center. Walk it over to the other side. Left arm anchors to the earth. Or you can use a block. Right arm threading through. Wrapping around the left ankle. Drop the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Let's bring it back to center. Turn the feet, toes out, heels in. Bend the knees. And roll up slowly into goddess. Inhale. all the way up to star. And then raise up onto the toes. Exhale, stay on the toes. Into goddess, and press the heels down. Star, inhale, exhale, bend, or lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Heels down, cross again. Up. Exhale. Then we'll reverse that. Heels down. Lift up. Oh, no, no, no. Come back to goddess. Lift the heels, then press high. Heels down and back to goddess. Heels high, back to goddess. Nice. Into the waist. Let's step both feet together. Back to the top of your mat. Shaking the hips out. Like to a little shake out. Inhale. Lift to the sky. Exhale, take it forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. And we'll come up into a high crescent lunge, reaching the arms to the sky. Clasp the left wrist with the right hand. We'll make the seal consciousness, or we're bringing the thumb and pointer finger together on the left hand and up and over to the right. Really stretching that whole front torso. Back to center, get long the side body. Tap left or clasp the right wrist, the left hand in the opposite direction. From here, both arms up. You'll bring the right arm down to meet your left leg. Inhale, stretch it up. Back leg is straight, heels elevated, bending the front knee, do your best, opening the shoulder, pull the ribs in. Exhale, release it to the earth. Bring into a side plank, turn all 10 toes towards the right side and draw your right foot back. So now we're in side angle, or side plank, sorry. Bring the hips towards the floor, not touching. Hand down, palm up and reach up and over. There you go, palm up. Lower the hips, exhale. So we're moving the hips up and down through the mechanics of the feet. Push through the outer edge of your back foot, the front foot. Keep this front hand stable. Last one, nice. And bring the hand all the way to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Bring the knees to the floor. And this time, we'll do chest and chin, but watch first. We're going to extend the right leg out. Bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, extend. Knee to nose once again. Inhale, extend. Hold the leg high, then bring the chest and chin to the earth. And then release it into low cobra. And back into downward facing dog. Step your left leg through top of the mat. And we'll rise up into a crescent lunge. Clasp the right wrist, the left hand, and crescent left. Keep the back leg super strong. We'll open that whole side body long. We want to stretch and get the fascia to be unstuck here. Back to center, deep breath in. Our body is unstuck, our mind is unstuck. Breathe in, breathe out. Back to center. We'll take the left hand down through the back leg, reach straight up the right arm. Pull. You really pull the right shoulder back, the bicep to the ear, without popping the belly forward. And release, coming back to the floor. Take your right hand a little bit further forward. You'll open all 10 toes now to the left. Bring your left leg back slightly. Elevate the hips by pushing the floor away with feet and hand. Exhale, lower. Stay out of the right shoulder. Again, body awareness. Where's the space between your back foot and your front hand? It's got to be a body's length. So a lot of space here. Push down through your front foot. Help support the lift of the hip. Keep that even and equal. One more. All the way up and over. Reach the left leg up and back. Bring the right knee to the floor. And tuck and touch knee to nose. Inhale, stand. Left leg out. Exhale, tuck and touch. Inhale. Reach. I'm actually not touching the forehead. Raise the leg and then bring it forward slightly, chin and chest to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Might be useful, helpful to have something under the knees if that is bothering your knees. Or you can do a chaturanga. Let's go all the way back into downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Bring the knees to the earth. Extend the right leg back, left arm forward, kick back, and then reach to the foot. Let's open up through the chest. You're pushing the foot sky high, running across the shoulders, lugging the navel towards the spine, and not sinking in the low back. Release it. Plant the left hand to the floor. Kickstand the left leg and reach the right arm up. And then we'll come into a full expression, different expression here. You'll press down through the right foot. Left foot is going to kickstand to the shin. So we're making a pattern here of a tree pose. And if you'd like, you can bring that knee off the ground. It's going to take a little more pressure, or you keep the knee on the ground. So either way, knee off, really pushing down through the back foot, and then hold, or knee back to the earth. Nice. And then take it into a lift with the right leg, chest and chin to the earth. And then you're going to push back up, turn the toe under, come all the way up into 3-legged down dog. Sweep the right leg through, step forward, then come into warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, and come up. Take triangle pose. Full breath in, full breath out. And bring the left hand to the earth. Step it all the way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, glide to plank. Exhale, bring the knees, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale, low cobra. Tiny lift. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Let's see, no, knees to the earth. Left leg, right arm reaching out. Let's do one tuck under here. And then extend, bend, and reach behind, clasping the foot. We'll open the right shoulder this time. That can be an overhand or even a pinky side clasp. And if the hand's not touching the foot, it might just be right here. That's great. You still want to open up the chest. And as you release, Drop the hand and the foot to the earth, kickstand your right foot, and open to the left side. We'll take, again, a tree pose. So your base leg, left leg is going to press down, right foot taps the ankle, or possibly we're pushing the hand and the foot into the earth. And see how I've got space underneath this left knee, or right knee, sorry. So my right knee is not touching. There it's touching, not touching. If you can hold that for a breath or two, and then release. Left hand back to the earth. Raise the left leg, tap chest and chin to the earth, and then press back up, toes turn under. Three-legged down dog, step all the way through into a warrior two, coming all the way up, reverse the warrior. Straighten the front leg and take it into triangle. Almost there, almost there. We've got one more till we get to full swan, full opening through the chest and shoulder. Exhale, let's bring your right hand to the earth. Step it all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing it forward. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the earth, low cobra. And exhale back into down dog. And then we'll take right and left sides into that full swan. So right leg lifts up, and we'll bring the left knee to the earth. As you tap down, bring chest and chin to the earth as well. And then kickstand the left foot up into the right knee, thigh. And if you'd like, raise the hand, make the seal, clasp the hands behind the back. That's a little harder. Let the hand release. Come into a low cobra. And take it back into downward facing dog. A lot of energy, a lot of energy. We'll finish on the left side, raising the left leg. Inhale. And the right knee. There's slow motion coming to the earth. Slow motion, chest and chin. Kickstand the right foot to left thigh. And then raise the arms when you're ready. Shoulders off the floor and lifting away from the mat. Balance. Let the hands and come slowly into low cobra as you lower the left back leg. And press it all the way back into downward facing dog. Last time here. Full breath in, full breath out. Step or jump your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, all the way to standing. Palms together, heart center. Inhale. I'm going to take it into a pigeon. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left leg back. Walk your right foot to the left side and come into pigeon. That was a lot on the lower back, so I want to make sure we release that through some forward folding. Here, up onto the fingertips, let's just take a minute to roll down like a wave and then come back up. Inhale, exhale. Lower all the way to the earth. Holding here. And for some friends, if you feel like your back can handle a little more extension in it, you want to do mermaid, you could come up. Shin, we don't really have enough time in this class to do that, but if it's in your practice, clasp the back foot, elbow. That's going to be my mermaid today. but you could bring your right hand behind the head and clasp fingers. So for me, this is about it. And the rest of our friends are here on the ground in a sleeping pigeon. All are good options and opportunities to just rest peacefully and open the hip, feel something in your own body. Let's take 2 more breaths wherever you're at. And then walk the hands back up. Let's free the front leg. I'm going to switch to the other side as you'll step back into a down dog and make your way, the left leg coming forward. Do the same thing here, pigeon. And for some friends, pigeon, of course, gets into the knee because the hip might be a little bit harder, less mobile. So if that's the case for you, bring both legs forward seated and cross the left ankle over right thigh, and then begin to bring the knee in and the chest towards you, lifting the spine. So that option gives you the same benefit, and it takes the pressure off of the knee, put it back where it belongs, right in the hip. Okay. So again, we have the sleeping pigeon or the sense of energy. So you want to feel like you could actually support yourself upright a little bit here with the hand, without the use of the hand. Okay, if that's the case, then tap into the bending of the back leg. We haven't stretched out that quad a whole lot. This is my mermaid today. Otherwise, you could clasp left hand to right. That's not going to be a healthy benefit for me at this time of the day. Go ahead and release that. Take 2 more breaths wherever you're at in your pigeon. And walk the hands back up. You're going to shift onto the left hip. Bring your right leg all the way around. We're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, Lord of the Fishes. Hug the knee into the chest. Raise the left arm and then bring it outside your knee, or just give your knee a hug. Right arm sweeps behind. And there we are. So adaptive yoga is taking the posture and adapting it to fit your body. If you've had an injury or you're less mobile, or this is like all new to you, and you get in this posture and you're like, how am I getting here? Okay, there's options. One of them being straightening the base leg. So now we're not crunching the knee, and we're getting that mobility that we want in the waist and the stretch along the outer hip, which is all fantastic. And release. So we'll uncross the legs and take it to the other side. Other side being left leg crossing the right. Now, if you want to bring the heel back in and both sit bones are on the ground, take that opportunity. Right arm reaching up, big side body long, and then cross. Oh, how does your back feel right now? It's very alive, vibrant, open. Those back extensions work it very hard. And it just feels good to twist and release some of that tension. Let's come back up gently, slowly. Again, uncrossing the legs. We'll come into Janu Shirshasana. Right leg extends, left foot to the inner thigh. Inhale here, exhale. Take it forward. Actually, let's do this. Let's take a little bit wider stance. So I'll just come up onto my fingertips and then up and over towards the bent leg. Just stretch it and then come forward towards the straight leg. And back again, bend the elbow. Reach, inhale, center. Bend the elbow on the front. Reach at the center. Plant the left hand. Lift, and we do our little wild thing here. Mini wild thing. The arm. And then bring the hips back down to the earth. We're going to walk the hands slowly all the way over, sweeping motion to the straight leg. Bring your left knee in just a little bit. So we tighten up that L shape and bow forward. You can take opposite hand across and hold the heel or ankle. Right hand outside the shin to support. Bow in. And another option is to bring the hands outside the wrist. Let's see, it would be right hand holding the left wrist. From the sole of the foot. Okay. A little bit later in the day, that becomes a little easier. So reach to where it feels expansive, open, and challenging. Not restrictive, punitive, or tension. Knees all the way back up. Sometimes Janu Shirshasana or forehead to knee poses is actually more like forehead gazing at the knee pose. That's perfectly legit. Okay, we're gonna stretch that leg out. Shake them out. Let's bring left foot in. I'm just gonna face the other direction here. Hands behind, open that L shape a little bit more. So we can bring the right hand back. Left arm reaching up and over. Inhale back to center and over to the left. Arm down, right arm up. Back to center. Bend the elbow if that's a possibility. Keep the sit bones pressing down. And then we bring it through center to the left, bending the elbow, reaching the foot. I'm showing you possibility. Inhale, hand plants. Definitely took me more than a day to get that flexibility, mobility, and strength in my body to do some of these postures. So if you're having that feeling of, wow, I cannot do this, right? It's because your body can do something different and modify. Always take the opportunity to adapt the posture to your own body. This idea of adaptive yoga is fitting the posture to the space in your body that's possible. And take Janu Shirshasana here, forehead towards the knee pose. This one's a little tighter for me. A few more breaths. I'm going to get it deeper. The hand clasp is left hand clasping the right wrist this time, making a seal. And of course, this is of value. Any leading forward is of value. You're going to feel it through across the QL. Yep, and probably the hamstring is likely that you'll feel it there. Let's come back up. Slowly stretching both legs out now. And the knees roll down all the way onto the back. Bring the knees to the chest and exit the air out of the lung. Inhale. And draw the knees away or guide them back. Exhale, guide them in, push the air out. Inhale. Knees out, exhale, hug the knees, push the air out. And then take a nice circle. So you're guiding the knees in a circle. So good for the sacrum. And the other direction. If you did this whole sequence, kudos to you for sticking with it the whole hour, 60 minutes. And then take your last 5 minutes of Shavasana. We'll twist to the right first. And then use a block there between the knees. Bring back to center and go hug. So you are bringing the back spine back to neutral. And then drop to the left. Oh yeah. Let go of any tension in the neck and shoulder. This is a pretty quick pace today. A lot of chest opening through the chest area, heart area on the front side. This is a space that gets maybe a little less than the attention it deserves sometimes. So we just give it a little more attention today. Let's extend the legs to the pockets of your mat, the long pocket, arm to your side, resting in Shavasana, 3 minutes here, 3 full minutes. Longer if you can. If you can go longer, go longer. For the sake of the video, we'll stay here for 3. Well, at least you get that in. I think it's important to as much activity as we have going on in our life, that conscious downtime, restful downtime is what we need. That's what this is. It's a conscious, meditative, restful, peaceful pace for the body. Integration. A hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Simply take the hands to your side. Relax the jaw and shoulder and the head, resting for 1 more minute. Take as much time as you need here. You're ready, I'll take a deep breath into the belly, reigniting that physical power, moving through the ankles and wrists, fingers and toes. Bring the knees to the chest, roll to one side. Sideline position. Give yourself an acknowledgement, appreciation and gratitude. So grateful to be mobile in my body, to be moving, expanding, feeling sensation. And come up to a seated posture on your mat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavichuvareniam Bargo Davesya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodaya. Om. May we be as the sun, shining our light on all, like with no sense of reciprocity, but just the gift of giving and knowing that it is received and landing on others in a good. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.